Hello everyone, welcome back to the new video. And in this video today we are going to learn the differences between the oviparous and the viviparous. So student, the question we are going to answer is that today, could the number of the eggs that is produced by the oviparous or the young one produced by the viviparous are equal or not? Okay, so let's learn about it. Okay, so the number is generally not equal. Okay, and why they are not equal? Because there will be difference in the reproduction strategies. Okay, survival mechanism and the energy investment. Okay, so now let's first talk about the reproduction strategies, students. Okay, so the oviparous mother, okay, what they will do, they will lay eggs. Okay, what they will do, they will lay the eggs that is outside their body. Okay, so all the development, student, it will occur externally. Okay, so what they are doing, they are typically producing large number of eggs. Okay, now student, since the development is external, so there will be more risk of predation, okay, or the environmental hazards or the lower survival rate. So that's why they are producing large number of eggs. Okay, and if we talk about the oviparous mother, students, then what they will do, they will give birth to young ones. Okay, and these young ones, okay, they are like they will come out only after having the internal development. Okay, so since the development is internal, the number of offspring produced is less. Okay, as because the internal development process, it will require more energy also and resource also, okay, for the development and the protection and nourishment. Okay, so there will be less number of offspring in case of viviparous. Okay, so this is the first difference, that is the difference between their reproduction strategies. Okay, while the oviparous, they will lay large number of egg and the development is outside the body, whereas the viviparous, they will give rise to the young ones. Okay, and these are less in number, okay, due to the energy investment. So if you consider the example, students, then you can take example of the fishes. Okay, so they will lay thousands of eggs, okay, at one time, and that relying on the sheer number to ensure only some offspring they will survive to the adulthood. Same has been observed in the case of frog also. They will also lay hundreds of eggs, okay, in water, knowing that many will not survive. Whereas in case of viviparous, the example is human. Okay, they will give only either like a limited amount number of the offspring, either single, twins, okay, or multiples like triplets, okay, quadruplets. Okay, and this is because of the intensive parental care involved. Okay, the next difference we are going to talk about is in terms of energy investment. So student, what do you think? What will be the difference between the oviparous and the viviparous in terms of the energy investment? The oviparous mother, student, they will invest more energy in production of egg. Okay, but student, what will happen after laying, the eggs are often left to develop without much further care. Okay, so the large number of egg compensation for this lack of parental involvement, there will be less parental involvement. Okay, in case of oviparous species. Okay, whereas in case of the viviparous, the mother will provide the energy. Okay, it is more intensive, as mother has to provide the energy for the younger one development, okay, protection and the nutrient, okay, through the placenta. Okay, the young one is attached to the placenta, through placenta, okay, to the mother, and this will signify the investment, okay, and more parental involvement, as the baby is attached or the offspring is attached to the parent mother. So student, in a layman language, there will be so many eggs, okay, so the most energy consuming process is to produce the egg, and then there will be less parental involvement. However, in the case of viviparous, once the offspring is inside the mother has to provide the energy, okay, for the development of the offspring, so it will involve the more parental, okay, involvement. The third difference is in terms of the survival mechanism, okay. So I already told you that the mortality rate is quite high in case of the oviparous, okay, and so they will rely on producing large number of offspring due to this factor, as the mortality rates are high due to the environmental factors like predators are there, or sometimes there is unsuitable condition, okay. So moreover, the lack of parental care, it also means that many offspring will not survive, okay. However, in case of the viviparous species, okay, in the viviparous species, they will invest in producing fewer offspring, okay, but they will take care of their offspring, so the mortality is low as compared to the oviparous species, okay. The survival rates are typically higher because of the parental involvement, okay. But student, there are some exceptional also. This you have to understand that there are some oviparous species, okay, like I will just keep it like this. There are some exceptions like there are birds, okay. So birds, these are oviparous, okay. So they will lay, some of the birds, they will lay only fewer egg because they will provide the parental care, okay, and after laying they will ensure that they take care of their eggs, okay. So this will lead to the higher survival rate, okay. So this is the example of the exception case. For example, there is a hen, okay. So this will the hen will lay only a limited number of eggs, often around 10 to 12, okay, but in it will incubate them to ensure their survival, okay. So this is all the difference between the oviparous and the viviparous species, okay. Thank you for watching the video.